Hey, my name is Gasper Doliner. I'm a visionary artist and I'm the guy behind the AttractPassion channel. And all the artworks you saw in my videos, I've created them through my process of growing, self-growing and learning. As I was digging deep into my soul, I'm digging deep every day. And I learned a lot of things and I'm so grateful that I can share them with you today. And today I will be answering your questions. So for everyone who's interested for how to go out of an analytical mind, how to know when things will be manifested, how much time it's needed, what about subliminal videos and things like that. For those of you who are interested in those things, you can stick to this video till the end and you got answers to your questions. So let's go on. I have here written all your questions. I wrote down also my answers, but I will be shifting between reading and talking intuitively because the questions are really interesting and I didn't want to go just without, really great information. So I wrote them down. I wrote my answers down. I think we can go on with the first question. So the first question is, how do you know you're listening to your heart/intuition instead of your mind telling you what you want to hear or what logically makes sense? I think this is really a good question because I believe that most people would like to hear an answer to this question. So I was writing down that the truth is that you can only feel the difference between the ideas from your heart and the ideas from your mind. You always can feel that difference because when the idea is coming from our heart, it feels like inspiration, and inspiration always feels like a wave of energy. We feel energetic, we feel inspired, we feel like we just drink a cup of coffee. And if you feel like this idea as inspiration, if you feel like you are so inspired to do that, then this idea is definitely from your heart. If you feel fear, if you feel like anxiety, if you feel like that you can't do it, that means that this idea from your heart came to your mind and your mind starts to processing it. And while our mind is processing the idea which came from our heart, that means that our mind starts to searching the reasons why we should not do it. There's so many things that can go wrong. There's so many, what people will say, all those fears. So my point here is that every idea firstly comes from our heart. But then if we put this idea to the side, this idea will go to our mind and our mind will start operating with that idea, and after that what comes next, all the fears, all the why you should not do it. So more time you will separate from the idea when you got the idea and the time when you will start working on that idea, more fear you will experience, and more time you will make between the being conscious of the idea and start working on the idea, more possibilities you have that you will give up. So don't do that. Just when you get the idea, if this idea is like an inspiration, just do it. Just do it as soon as possible. Follow to that idea. Work on that. Make progress. Try to make progress with that idea every single day. And you will know that this idea is from your heart. Because every single day you will feel that inspiration. And that's how you know that the idea is from your heart. Every first idea we got when we want to do something new, something different, to change something, is always coming from our heart. If we feel inspired. If there is no inspiration, just an idea, it's from our thoughts. Because it's probably from that safe zone that we are in. So search for inspiration. I hope that answers your question. The next one is I manifested and then I suddenly have negative thinking. I break the alignment, but I try to take away those thoughts and feel aligned again. Does the manifestation still works, or I have to meditate again and try my best to just not have negative thoughts? I know what you mean, and I wrote as well answer to you, and I will read firstly this and then we will see if there's anything else necessary. So as long as you have a clear goal in your mind, what you want to manifest, you will manifest it, but just if you will not quit with your vision. Being in worry or being in thinking zone where we just don't believe in something is in our nature, because so many times in our past things went wrong and all those memories are making those fears, but it can't stop our manifestation. If you have your eyes on your prize, which means your vision of the goal you want to achieve in your mind, after every manifestation you will have less fear, because you will got a proof that it works and you will start to believe that it works. Also, when we are visualizing our goal, if we can feel this visualization for a short time as it is happened already, it is much stronger vibration than the vibration of fear and worry. So don't put much focus on your fears. But everything you will be conscious about thinking other than your goal, just change your focus back on your vision again. That's why vision board can help you, because you can be reminded on your vision every time you see that board. The vision board is a board where you place on all your visions, like a car you want to have, or a house, or whatever. It can be pictures or just texts. We all have fears and worries and things like that. So when I was visualizing what I want to achieve, I also doubt in it sometimes, and I think it's so natural in our body that it's hard to believe something that we can't see it in the physical reality. But more you will be focusing, more attention you will sending to your vision, the faster it will happen and more faith you will have into it. And if you look around yourself, how many things you have manifested. Maybe you're not conscious about it, but if you will have this clear vision of your future, it will happen to you. So just focus on your vision, focus on your goal, and just go on. As long as you will not quit, it will happen. And yes, I hope it answers to you as well. The next one is when our manifestation takes long time, how we keep our belief on universe. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to keep this belief, but it is always there. The universe is always in us, with us, and less we will believe into our vision, more time it will take. More we will believe in our vision, less time it will take to manifest. More proofs you can find in your life that things were manifested for you before, easier it will be for you to believe that they will be manifested again. Think about that. Think about what are you thinking most of the time, and look around you. If you can see any of it in your life, what kind of thoughts you have about money, job, friends, family, that's how you can see that manifestation is always happening, because you are right now surrounded with things that you're most of the time thinking about. Now you can see that if you change your thoughts, the things will change, and if you can really see that, it will make your faith much stronger. For me, it also helps if I go to listen any stories from people who achieved that, what I want to achieve, or who manifested some big things because all those things helped me to keep my faith into the universe. If it worked for them, it will work for me as well. So my suggestion is to surround yourself with people, music, videos, books that can support your idea, that can support your vision which you want to achieve, and that's how you will have more faith into the universe. So every time you will fall off the track of belief, just become conscious of it and check what you can change in your habits to be back on track. So that would be my advice, to always be reminded what can support you here. If you can't find any friends which will support you, try to find books or speeches on YouTube or somewhere, interviews, podcasts. There's many things which can support your idea, and more you will be surrounded with those kind of informations which will support your informations, your ideas, more faith you will have into the universe. And that's kind of simple step, but all you need to do is work, search, be surrounded with those informations. It is like being surrounded with the energy which is supporting you. And the next one is, can't seem to get past my analytical mind. Any thoughts on that? Yes, it's a really common thing. So to get out of your analytical mind, you need to be more present. You just need to become more present, because analytical mind is basically our past, which means analytical mind is processing what happened to us in our past, and it is trying to predict what will happen to us in our future all the time. So if we want to change our future, we need to become more present. How to become more present then, right? Yes, do more things that you love to do, and less of them that you don't. Also try something new here and there, because that way you will shift your mind and it will start to feel more alive again and less in the past. You will become more present. Also try to meditate. This is the best advice you can get, to try to meditate more often. And I would recommend meditation, because our mind is becoming like a prison if we will not clean the garbage out of it. The garbage in our mind are informations which are not serving us, which means if we will not clean those informations from our mind will become the prison, because there will be so much information that we will not be able to escape from them. So meditation is like a hacking system for our mind, because we can reset our mind, and every time we are resetting our mind, we are cleaning this garbage from which is not serving us anymore. So to recommend you any meditation, just do whatever you feel like. There's many meditations which can work for you, and through the process and through the time you will find the best one for you. My advice would be to try any meditation from Dr. Joe Dispenza, because he's so precise about it, and he is truly guiding you through every single process in your mind to change your thinking, change your perspective, to become a new person. So that would be my advice, but just do it every single day, because that's how you can progress. That's how you can become your greatest version, and that's how you can go past your analytical mind, step out of it and become creator of your new life. Okay, the next one is, I would like to hear your thoughts on using subliminal videos. For me, this one is from my experiences. Subliminal videos can be great if we are prepared for them. With that, I want to say that we need to be truly conscious about what we are listening. So if we will listen to them while we are driving a car, for example, or doing something else, there is more chances that they will not work. Our subconscious mind is more open when we are putting our attention to it. So if we can calm down, set our attention that we want to reprogram our mind with a certain subliminal with us, and then listen to it while you are meditating and being truly conscious on every single word you are listening, it will work for sure. The key is in our feelings, and words can turn on feelings only if we are listening them precisely. And if those subliminal words are turning on the feelings in our body, then it's not possible that those videos would not work. So if you can see now, everything is in our feelings. So if we are watching the subliminal videos, we need to watch them so consciously that they will turn on the feelings in our body. No affirmations will work if they will not turn on the feelings, because they will be just empty thoughts. Empty thought is a thought without a feeling and without emotions. But every word in our mind can change something in our body. But if our body becomes used to those informations, if it is listening it every single day, nothing new will really happen, because we are working in this circle from past experiences. So try to listen them consciously. If you will listen the subliminal videos consciously, they will work. They will definitely work. Okay, and the last question: how to know I really maintain my future state of being in my present? That's a great one again. So every time you are thinking or having a vision about yourself being in the future, you are maintaining your future. The question is if you are creating your future from the vision of your future or from the memories of your past. If you have a clear vision of what you want to become, achieve or do in your future, if you can visualize your goal, how it would look like and how it would feel like, if it would happen already, you are definitely creating your future at that moment. Just keep on with your vision, and one day you will just say, oh, I was visualizing it and here it is. So the only way you know that you are creating your future in this present moment is that you are setting your attention to your vision. You can do it every day, every morning, every evening. You can, every time when you will take your time to see your vision in your mind, you will be creating it, and one day it will just happen. So more attention you are putting into that vision, more energy you are sending to that vision, and more energy you are sending to that vision, the faster it will become your reality. So that's the art of manifestation. So we are out, we are done with the questions. I want to thank you again so much to everyone who sent me those questions. They were interesting, and I hope I answered you the way that you can learn something from it and that you can grow more and keeping on that track to your greatest version. So yes, thank you so much for watching it. You can write down in the comments below if this video was helpful. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and see you in the next video. Blessings and love to all of you.